thanks for coming out in this inclement weather, putting up with this. But this is kind of an important occasion. We have taken it upon ourselves to really refocus the company around applications and really try to understand what's the customer want to do with our stuff. How do they want to use it? How can we make it better for their applications rather than just giving them a generic piece of equipment and some chemistry and saying you tailor it to your application. We really want to get a lot more involved in the end product that they have. One of the ways to do that is to have these application support centers where we can work with them and to adapt and to modify the things that we do to get to that point. I just was at a very similar exercise in China about a month or so ago in Shanghai, where we opened up one of these centers. Tremendous acceptance by the customers. You can imagine in a country like China, it's very big, so one center isn't very much, but it was very well received by the customers because they can come in, they can evaluate the equipment, they can work with our scientists to get their applications up and running, really make sure that what we have to offer is what they need, and we can inspire them to look at new applications as well. So we're excited about these things. Having one here on the headquarters campus should provide us good interaction with the R&D people as well. Mark Stevenson, I'm going to turn it over to him. It's been very instrumental in pushing this concept of getting more application focused and making the investments that we need to make in order to be able to do that. And so I'll turn it over to Mark now for his comments.
Thanks, Tony. Thanks to the crowd, and thanks first of all to our customers coming over and our collaborators making the trip to help open this center for us. When I first moved to Foster City 2.5 years ago, I was amazed to find actually we had nowhere to bring our customers to either do training. We tried to take them into the R&D lab. There was nowhere even to greet them. I remember a customer coming to visit me when they invited me. They called me up on my mobile phone and we met them outside here in the car park. And I thought, well, having just come from Tokyo and we had a nice apps lab there, we had nice ones in Europe, we had nothing here in the headquarters, it wasn't really the appropriate way as we tried to engage our R&D teams in working with our customers, because it's really our customers who understand what are the problems they're facing and how can we better develop our technologies to meet those different applications. And then once they're in the lab, how can we help with training, make them more productive? So I'm very excited here. This 2.5 years later, I know we've spent a lot of time planning and getting the lab design right. You'll see as you get around the tour, the interactive training centers, the labs. We had a little show and tell last week to go around. It's a very exciting place we've entered, and I'm very excited to start it off by having customers just briefly speak to you about some of the applications they're working on and some of the collaborations we have ongoing with them as we start. And I'll start with Ron from Rutgers, if you'd like to introduce yourself and say a few words, Ron. Thanks very much.
Thank you. My name is Ron Hart from Rutgers University, and as of about 2 hours ago, the Rutgers Stem Cell Research Facility, which was just funded by the state of New Jersey, we aim to set up a core facility for the entire state to support human embryonic stem cell work. And of course, what we really intend to do is to use quite a bit of your technologies to validate these cells and to prepare them to hand to other scientists as they do their work. So I've been a customer almost since the beginning of AB, and I've worked for many years very closely with a lot of the technologies, and I look forward to where this is all going. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. My name is Leendert Looyega. I flew over from the Netherlands, so quite far from here. My specific field at Erasmus Medical Center is normal and malignant germ cells. And I'm interested from a developmental point of view. And I'm really trying with my group to invent new ways to improve quality of life by diagnosis and prognosis of these cancers. And based on that, some time ago, we contacted Applied by searching for different issues, and especially microRNAs. And I have to say that it's a very exciting field in both biology and medicine at the moment. And we have very interesting data based on the collaboration with Applied regarding microRNAs. And I have been forcing myself to think about my collaborations and my interaction with Applied in 3 keywords. And I think those are the following. I'm not in marketing, but I think it's quite an interesting slogan, at least for my feelings to Applied. The first is really interest. What I've seen so far, that the people of Applied are really interested in our projects. What are we doing and what do we want to do? The second is trust. That's also a part of my experience. dealing with people from applied. What do we want? We make concessions. What do we really want to be used as the technique, etc.? And the trust is also in the techniques, the approaches. It's very straightforward, reproducible, so very informative in our setting. And the other one is really development. And that's of course what we are in fact really here for. Not only using the techniques available, really make them innovative, develop them in the future, because I think that's really what we both want, because we have both the same goal, being the best at the moment, but also being the best in the future. And I think applied and congratulate with this absolutely wonderful setup, and I hope we will be partners also in the near future. Thank you.
I'm Scott Deal, from another person from New Jersey, University of Medicine and Dentistry of New Jersey, and my work is in genetic epidemiology. And I just was thinking back, I think it's probably about a 25-year anniversary from my first visit to Applied Biosystems here at the Foster City site, where I was working in the very stone ages of polymorphism development for microsatellites. My work currently is very pleased to be using the Sniplex and TACMAN technologies, and I agree fully with these wonderful 3 words of inspiration that Leonard has suggested here, and I just was thinking I'd add 3 more of my own, and those 3 words would be location, location, location. What a great location! Both in terms of beautiful day and beautiful site here in this facility. I enjoyed touring through it. Really envious of having opportunities that many people will in the future to work and to really get up to speed on these challenging next generation of technologies in a facility like this, but also location in terms of, as Tony alluded to, being close to the R&D team, which I've enjoyed very much and have very highly benefited from in my own education and scientific advancement over this past quarter century. So it's my pleasure to be here.
Thanks very much. So in a few moments you get an opportunity to tour. We're going to break into parties of I think 5 or 6, and every 5 minutes or so set a little tour around so you can go around the labs and see the interactive exhibit. I think the next stage is to try and do something safe with these scissors and cut through this. I know the appropriate photo opportunity.